Welcome to Dream Watch. My name is Chandra Moyer, and in part one of Surprised by God, I talk about a dream that shook me awake. And it was something I couldn't shake. And if you haven't seen that already, I suggest that you might want to pop over and check it out. But this part of the story can stand alone in it as well. So because the dream wouldn't leave me and it stayed with me, I had to find someone I could trust to talk about it. And at the time, I was attending college at a secular institution, and so happened my professor of English was a Catholic nun. And so I decided, I found out where she stayed in a convent nearby. A friend went with me. So I met with Sister and I'm telling her about my dream. And she intently and lovingly listened. And she said to me, she says, I believe Jesus is knocking at the door of your heart, but only you can open the door. And she quoted Revelations 3:20, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any of you hears my voice and opens the door, I will eat with you and you will eat with me. Well, I was stirred by that, but I still didn't know what to do. It was a week later, it was spring break, and I was headed home. And to this day, I don't know who gave me the book by Hal Lindsey, The Late Great Planet Earth. But once I started reading it, I could not put it down. And one afternoon, I was taking a nap, and I was in that semi-sleep-wake state when I felt an evil presence. It was a dark spirit that came into my room, and it began to oppress me. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like it was strangling me. And all I could do was start saying the Lord's Prayer in my mind. And then I was able to get it out, Our Father who art in heaven. And once I did, that spirit left. Well, I was shaken by that because it was very real and very tangible. It was not a figment of my imagination. And so I finished reading the book, picked up the book, continued reading it. At the very end, it had a simple prayer, an invitation to accept Jesus into your heart. So I prayed. I asked Jesus to forgive me. I asked him to save me, and then come into my heart. And he did. And I felt something significantly different. I went and picked up the family Bible that was huge, and just collecting dust. And somehow I opened up the book of John. And as I was reading, the words just leaped off the page and into my heart. Looking back at the time, I knew that something had changed and something had been awakened in me. But now I know that my spirit was born again. So maybe you've had a dream that stirred you and you're trying to find out what the meaning is. Maybe you're feeling pulled now, there's a tug on your heart, even as I'm sharing. Well, Jesus knocks at the door of all of our hearts. And if he's knocking on the door of your heart, I just highly encourage you to open the door and let him in. You will never be the same. That moment was a defining moment in my life that forever changed me and began a new journey, a new walk, a new way of living that has been so much richer, that is so much richer, and something that I could never fathom or imagine. Well, until next time, stay alert and stay faithful.